just because he was getting so much tech and started the Nexus. Look at this, 23 probes against 27.
Oh, he's trying to get that Oracle, and unfortunately the Phoenix
He's going to get it.
Took a lot of damage. He's going to poke in again. He does not want that to stay alive, and there it is. He's going to go down. 4 Phoenixes here for parting.
I'm surprised he made as many as 4. Didn't really have to, but I think if he starts flying across the map and killing probes, then it's going to put Rain in a really bad position.
He's got a 5th on the way now as well. Rain's trying to build Phoenixes himself.
I can't believe he's doing that.
Oh, Rain pokes forward with the probe. Has a look. He's just an Immortal and a couple of units in support. Parting. Careful. And now they're on the other side of the map.
There's still a photon of a charge for Rain after the first one that he used.
I don't know. Yes, it does.
Back there, yeah,
it does have one.
More.
All right.
Needs to use it now, though. If this is revealed, those Phoenixes here. Right now, Parting is 1 ahead. If he falls 1 or 2 behind, and then they get caught in the middle of the map and killed, Rain is going to be in a fantastic position. Right now, it's what he's going for. It's actually a very risky move.
I mean, look at this, though. Parting's continuing to add on units. He's broken through these back doors. He's continuing to add on Phoenixes. There is a Pylon and a Zealot over this position, but is Parting just going to go to the other side of the map and look for a fight?
Yeah, the thing is, I'm wondering if he's going to get it, because Rain, he's very good at reading whether or not he can take this kind of fight, and I think if he just cancels his expansion, he's in an okay position. Look, same walker counts, pretty much same take from both players. You don't need to rush the Nexus.
Oh, these Phoenixes.
Does he have enough Phoenixes? What's the Phoenix count for?
Oh, he sees the Phoenixes at the last minute there. He backs out, he drops the sentries and then runs away. And all of a sudden, this has turned into a very interesting fight between them. 1 Phoenix goes down, 2 kills go down. And now we have just a handful left there. There's look at this, Parting actually picking up one of his probes, not too... Oh, no, it's a Zealot, sorry.
Yeah. What's the Phoenix count for both? It's so important. Phoenix versus Phoenix.
6
the amount
to
of
5
Phoenixes that you have decides everything. Parting's still ahead. But earlier Nexus, much earlier Nexus for Rain. Is Parting committed? I think he's committed to go for an attack here.
Oh, this is the photon overcharge isn't going to be too far away around the corner here.
There is force fields for Rain.
All right, Parting. He's going to try and attack up this ramp here. Rain puts down a couple of force fields. The Phoenix is going to engage. And there is a Guardian Shield here for Parting, really helping with these Phoenixes. Is he going to be able to break through that Immortal, dealing down a lot of damage? And so far, he's only on the ramp. And his Immortal's caught at this moment. The Zealot's starting to do damage to this Immortal. And then the Phoenix is going to chase for Rain. Then he gets rid of the Immortal, and he continues to push forward here. Rain is going to make a successful defense.
Yeah, Parting messed up with the micro here. He's going to be trying to get out of here, but he lost his underground army. And Rain's covering his Phoenixes with his Stalkers. Parting's trying to get out. And he might be able to evacuate here with the remaining amount of his units, but he has no Nexus against a Protoss that already has his own.
Well, this is not looking too good here for Parting. Nexus complete, Pro's been transferred over. The Phoenixes are going to fly into the main base to see what they can find. They do find one of these, and it's going to be able to take it out. A small little bit of recovery, but it's a single Nexus versus 2. The Mothership's going to go down as well. He finds that, and then he's going to take a fight to these Phoenixes. He's going to chase them down. He gets rid of one. He tries to micro back, but unfortunately he still loses it anyway. He's going to continue to chase. The other one's down, 1 remaining, and that's going to get chased down too. So Parting clears up the Phoenix count, but is that enough?
I think there is enough on the ground here for Rain to possibly finish this. He's going to try to pick off one of those Phoenixes. I mean, there isn't even an expansion here for Parting, and if there was, I think he would get killed instantly. So at this point, all Parting can do is stay on one base, try to weaken the economy of Rain across the map as much as possible, and Rain's throwing away a lot of units here before the fight even begins with the rest of his army. He needs to be careful.
He's lost all his Phoenixes. He just threw away 4 Zealots or something up the rocks.
He's pulling back.
And he's deciding to turn around now, Rain.
He had no vision of the ramp.
He continues to add on Phoenixes. It's 43 army supply to 32 currently. Parting's army is larger. He loses a Phoenix here for trading off. He's killed 7 probes.
And Rain is still trying to come back on the Phoenix count, even though he lost almost all of his. And he's like, I think it's 1 or 2 Phoenixes to 6.
Well, Parting's coming back with his Phoenixes now to chase some of these Stalkers down. I'm not too sure how many lifts he's got after picking up all those pros, but he picks up 3 of these, and he's going to continue to charge forward with the rest of his units, and he's going to land these Zealots right underneath. He's going to surround the Zealots, surround the Stalkers with the Zealots as they drop down. And a very nice move there from Parting as Rain continues to come defend in the center of the field.
Yeah, it's been a very action-packed game here, but at this point, Rain needs to pull back. He needs to realize that he's on 2 bases against just 1. He didn't have to attack. He could have just stayed at home, you know, teched, made more probes.
He lost the Mothership, remember. He lost the Mothership course. He's got no photon overcharge here. Phoenix count is 7 to 4, and Parting continues to chase this. It's been a consistent battle for the last 10 minutes. And here we go. Parting's going to go for it. It's 1 Nexus versus 2. Is he going to be able to break forward? He picks up one of the Zealots, but unfortunately he gets pushed back once again. Phoenix count continues to rise here. Is he going to have enough? Rain, if he holds his position, he ties the series up.
And Rain was doing really good with the Phoenix, you know, surprise take that he made, but now all of a sudden it's Parting who's completely taken control of the air.
And he picks up 2 more probes. He's going to come down to the natural as well, considering Rain's out of position. But Rain's going to just go for the fight here. So this is actually, even though his position's not to defend his mineral line,
the Phoenixes,
his position's to coming to take the fight. The Phoenixes come in, and every single one from Rain, aside from one, goes down here. Parting gets chased back again, though.
Yeah, but Parting, he regains complete air control with that action here. There is a lot on the ground this time, though. I think Rain's just going to go for an attack.
All right, again, they fight for the 15th time in this match. The Phoenix is actually picking up Stalkers one by one, 2 of them in the sky. Is there going to be enough for Parting? He's lost the majority of his ground force. Phoenix is still doing quite a bit of damage. There's only a few Stalkers left here.
The only fighting units that Parting has right now is the Phoenix. He's trying to whop some Zealots on the ground. He's getting rid of all of the Stalkers. He has no more energy, finally.
No more energy, and what's next here for Rain?
I think he can just sit home, make probes, and just like do anything, do any timing on 2 base. He's gonna kill Parting. Handling those Phoenixes is gonna be much easier now they don't have any energy. If they had a lot of energy here, they would be killing a ton of probes, but they really don't have much. 1 pickup, 1 kill, that's nothing. He has 27 probes against 22, and that's across 2 bases.
What an absolutely berserk game this has been. Completely wild and back and forth. Phoenix is still ruled the sky here. A few more probes go down, a total of 4 with this last attack, but Rain's moving over to the other side of the map.
And Parting can't afford to make units, because then if he does, he can't start a Nexus. He needs to start a Nexus, and look at his main. There is no minerals left there.
I mean, he has a Photon Overcharge to protect his main base. He has a few Stalkers of his own, but I think it's time for the Phoenixes to start to bank their energy to come back to defend, because the force that he has isn't that big. He's
he's not in position.
He's going towards the back here. He cannot lose that. The Mothership's going to stay alive here.
Oh, nice.
He traps 2 of the Stalkers as well.
Yeah.
Really nice pick off there for Parting.
Very nicely done. He's going to keep on harassing with the Phoenixes and keep Enov back at home up a ramp to be ready in force field and kill whatever's being thrown at him. And Parting very much so committed.
Well, this ramp not being force fielded yet. He doesn't have any energy, and his units aren't in position. He doesn't even see this ramp at this point. And hello!
The Phoenixes are too far to come back on time too.
Photon Overcharge has been activated, but 1 Stalker low, second one as well. He's going to lose 2, not 3 here. And the Phoenixes, they're on the other side of the map. Pros are being pulled off to help in the defense. Photon Overcharge dealing a lot of damage, though.
If he can pick up all of the Stalkers and kill them and then expand Parting, he could finally find himself in an okay position, but he lost 4 more probes. He's down to 18 probes.
Well, there's 3 Stalkers coming from the side here for Rain, but the Phoenixes are coming back, and they're going to help out. They're going to lift up some of these. 1's going to go up, 2's going to go up in the sky, 3rd one in the sky. Another Phoenix comes in. He picks up almost the majority of these Stalkers, and it looks like Parting's going to defend this area and absolutely smash Rain's army. What a crazy game. Parting's been fighting 1 base versus 2 base for the last 10 or so minutes.
I can't believe this keeps on happening. The thing is, Rain keeps on throwing away units like this, but at the same time, he's still on 2 bases. At some point, Parting's going to be out of minerals, and he never started a Nexus just yet. He needs to start 1 more base. He's going to run out of minerals.
He's just going to fight again. He's on the other side of the map with his Phoenixes. Stalkers trailing behind. He's having a look what's here. There's not much at all, as the army of Rain's on the other side. He's even bringing probes with this. Rain's army's on the other side of the map.
They're going to base trade?
I don't even know what's happening right now, Todd.
There's no Photon Overcharge. I think Parting just wins. This might be a brilliant move. Look at his 29 army supply against 18. He has only 4 Stalkers on the ground. But he can pretty much pick up everything.
He's just Photon Overcharge his main Nexus here, and Rain cannot go in there. He's taking way too much damage. And on the other side of the map, Rain just doesn't have anything. The Phoenix is over time now because he's squeezing them out slowly but surely. Are banking up energy. He's going for the surround with probes, but is he going to be able to actually defeat Stalkers with just probes? He shouldn't have enough.
Yeah, if there was a few units here on the ground for Rain, he's warping in a sentry. Not the best unit against these Stalkers. And I mean, even if he kills them, they will have killed most of these probes here. We're down to 8 probes for Parting and 9 for Rain at the 21-minute mark.
He's trying to get a surround on that Stalker on the left-hand side, but Parting's moving around. These 2 Stalkers are going to kill every single probe there.
That's a big
Photon
army.
Overcharge is going to go down very shortly. The army's pretty nice. It's all about these Phoenixes
He's
now.
going to have enough in a second. If he can use that Photon Overcharge and pick up some of the Stalkers here, this is going to be ideal for Parting, who can still pull some of the probes
down, but there's going to be another one ready. There's 3 Zealots as well. There's activated once again, and Parting goes in.
He's
and
done
here
it.
we go. He's going to pick up every single one of these units. Rain, oh my gosh, he's in such a good position for all of this. But Parting picks up everything. Slowly, he's going to take them down 1 by 1. There's still 5 of them left, but he's going to continue to load and lift everyone. And what a fantastic game from Parting. What a brilliant Protoss versus Protoss match. And Parting is going to go up 2-0. GG!
Let me put it simply. You might never see a game like this again. This was one of the very best and craziest PvP I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen quite a few PvPs, Apollo.
That was so back and forth consistently. I had no idea what was going on in all of those fights. But Parting, at the end of that, manages, with his resilience, to just continue to fight on off that one base, finds a way through these Phoenixes to continue to fight against Rain. And what a crazy, crazy Protoss versus Protoss map we just saw.
You know, I can't even fault Rain for reacting like this. I think a lot of Protossers out there that have found themselves in this situation. Usually you counterattack and you somewhat win or pull ahead enough that you're going to win later on. But Parting, his reactions to everything, you know, having units back at home up the ramp, having that read that, you know, he should just go for the counterattack with the Phoenixes, just insane. He was quite a bit behind, and, you know, if you're out there and you're very critical like Wax Angel, you might be thinking, oh God, like, this was a big throw, like why did Rain counterattack? But believe me, in that situation, not seeing the whole map, I really can't fault him for going, you know, for the counterattack, because a lot of the time it's going to be the right move. The opponent's going to be going for Nexus. You have to go for Nexus. It's almost as if Parting had planned for the game to go down like this the whole time. That's why he never made the Nexus.
And this is why Parting's considered the tournament favorite to take this one down. As soon as he was seeded in to the stage halfway through the tournament, everyone looked at him and said, okay, this is the guy to beat this tournament. And Rain is struggling to find a way to be able to stop this guy on the way to the finals. Currently in the quarterfinals, but Rain is now down 0-2, has to win 3 maps in a row. And Parting telling all of the other pro gamers watching this right now that are playing a little bit later on, I'm actually here to win this tournament. And as you can see, I'm destroying Rain, and I will come for you guys later on if you challenge me for this championship.
You know what's crazy from that game here out of Parting? The building positioning. The Stargate you always want to put in the very back of your base, where the opponent's not going to see it no matter what. The Robo, more towards the ramp, but not that close to the ramp that it will get sniped if the opponent gets up the ramp. And now, he only saw the Robo, and he was like, well, I get Oracles. Against Nexus and Robo, you do what Rain did, but he got tricked, and there was a Stargate, Apollo.
Game 3 of the best of 5 between these two players, down to the bottom left-hand side, currently leading 2-0 with a marvelous game we just saw. Playing for Yoey Flash Wolves is Parting! And to the top right-hand side, playing for Mind Sanity, needs to find a way to crawl back into this one. It's Rain! And after a map like that, Todd, I don't even know what's going through his mind currently. He's shaken up, he knows, and you can hear the crowd roaring after that type of match that he just lost.
He's probably thinking, man, that was so bad. All right, time to step it up, but that was so bad. Like, I don't know, it has to be tough, you know. He was, I thought, in a fantastic position with an expansion against no expansion. He could have just sat back, made probes, defended, remade Mothership Core, even get some cannons. Get some cannons in the middle lines, as long as you're on 2 bases against just 1. And I think he even had a scout across the map to see that there was no second base from Parting.
Yeah.
So he didn't necessarily have to commit, but he wanted to, you know, go for what a lot of the time is going to be the right move, but just wasn't against Parting, and he got punished for it.
All right, so Inferno Pools, the 3rd map here. Talk to us a little about that. I mean, it's much different to the last 2 maps that we've seen. It's much larger. What are some of the typical plays that we see on a map this size?
Yeah, you don't see a quick expansion because of that big wide ramp around natural that doesn't even protect the whole area if you use photon overcharge. So doing a quick Nexus, or even Nexus at all, like you need to make sure that you're ahead on tech, or you're going to have enough back at home. Yeah. Because otherwise it's going to be pretty much a gamble to try and expand at any point.
So if it's a gamble to take a second base and you're going to be wanting to play off a single base, which they're currently on, what is the best single base strategy, tech choice to use there?
Well, there isn't one. They all counter each other. So that's why you either need to take a chance and take a guess, or if you say I'm the better player, then what you can do is open Blink and scout for an expansion, because I feel like the only thing that really kind of counters Blink very well is opening with the Nexus and Robo, you know, to get Immortals and be in a good position economically. Then your opponent has invested into Blink Stalkers that do nothing to you, you're ahead economically, and then you just don't lose. Which with these players is not always true. You can still break somebody, you know, that open expansion when you open Blink with 3 gateways and pure Stalkers. So I think a lot of the time, anyway, between these two, it's going to be, you know, Stargate play, Twilight play, and Parting. By the look of things, he's happy with his piloting from the previous game, Apollo, and he wants to go for some more.
Yeah, and Rain has kind of seen that tech structure down to the bottom. I don't think he checked it properly.
Is Rain gonna start a Nexus? He's going Sentry. You don't really see that.
Did he even look at that? Did he? Okay, so I was about to say, did he even see it? He now checks it. Stargate is the choice from Parting just immediately before any other unit was built. Parting pokes inside the main base, gets chased back with the mothership core now out, but what is Rain going to do? He's seen the tech structure, so...
I think a lot of the time here, when you open Sentry like this, you want to go for a Nexus and quick expansion, but like I said on this map, it's not the best map for it, even though against Stargate, you know, you can handle it very well. I think he's just going to go into Twilight, get Blink, make sure he can defend against the air units comfortably this time, which in the previous game never really happened.
Yeah.
And then from there, take his own expansion, assuming you know, Parting is going to be going for one as well, which depending on the timing, could put him very far ahead.
Well, Phoenix now #1 here for Parting, going to travel to the other side of the map to have a look what exactly Rain's up to, because he hasn't been able to gather too much information. For all he knows, there's a Nexus down. Maybe there's even a third Nexus down for all he could know. Parting going to go
Dark Shrine.
Look, and it is going to be a Dark Shrine, which is placed inside the main base.
In base, this is so risky. Surely this is going to get spotted here by the one Phoenix, in which case, you know, Parting is already thrown down a Robo. Exact same build from the last game here by Parting, by the way.
Right, Phoenix goes in and says, all right, well, what's that? Oh, that's a Dark Shrine, okay.
Cancel or no?
Well, it's been spotted. There's a robotics facility down anyway here for Parting.
He starts Blink, so he might cancel it at the last second, fully knowing that Parting might go for a follow-up scouts. Okay, that Oracle, I'm sure he knows that's not real.
Yeah, there's quite a few Phoenixes here. The Dark Shrine now officially cancelled here by Rain. And he's going to chase this Oracle down. It is a hallucination, but it has been cancelled. So 3 gate Blink and an expansion. The other side, we do have Parting now to about 3 Phoenixes, I think it is. Single gateway, robotics facility, getting that observer out just in case this is going to be a continued Dark Templar play. But he's going to have a look with these Phoenixes, see what he can find. He sees a Stalker, he's going to pick this Stalker up, and he's going to start to do a lot of damage. Shields are down, he's going to go into the real hit points now, and he's going to be able to get a kill off this Stalker. So he's going to have to lift one more time.
Yeah.
And there it is, he does get that kill there, but he spots the expansion.
Parting is cutting Phoenixes, yeah. I think it's usually against Blink you stop at 2 or 3 Phoenixes, because getting more is not going to do anything when you know that your opponent has a Twilight and is likely to go for Blink. So just going to cut from there, go straight into Immortals, play with his Robo, expands, and then expansion versus expansion, you're going to see a Robo base go down, Forges, upgrades, Colossus.
Parting pokes forward and actually checks where the Dark Shrine used to be, sees Blink, and now sees that it's not there, and knows exactly that his opponent switched into Blink.
Rain didn't get a Robo yet, did he?
No, he hasn't, no.
He wants to be very aggressive with this. Look at this. He's moving out. He's warping his Stalkers 3 by 3. He's not missing a single cycle. He's got 5 so far.
Well, Blink's seconds away now from finishing. Here's a forward probe and now pylon. Continuing to warp in Stalkers. The Nexus is completed. There's a single Immortal. A second one's on its way.
Oh, the Observer.
Those 3 Phoenixes.
He's going to see it. This is very important because then he can bring back the Phoenixes.
Yeah, the Phoenix is on the other side of the map right now, inside the mineral line, just having a bit of a lift up there. They've taken down 3 probes. They're looking at this mothership core, and he's going to be able to take the mothership core down.
Wow,
so
right before photon overcharge, Apollo. This was on 90 energy.
And then we have a force field on the ramp. Even if he does damage here to this Nexus, he has a second Immortal on the way. These Phoenixes just in the sky waiting to lift up.
Is he going to warp in a Sentry? Or just Stalkers. I think he's content with just Stalkers.
Photon overcharge going to be activated on this Nexus. There's 2 Immortal now. Here we go, and Parting just pushes Rain back.
Oh my god, he lost his Stalker.
Rain is in so much trouble right now. He's gone for this attack. He's lost his mothership. There's still Phoenixes picking up probes slowly. He tries to get down that Immortal. It's not going to die. He gets microed backwards. Photon overcharge still dealing damage, and he gets pushed back here. There's a pylon on the high ground. That's going to get taken down, and Rain is in so much trouble. There's 2 Immortals now regenerating their shield, and Parting just sees 3 gateways, warping in more units. He takes down another probe.
Behind in walkers, man, this is crazy. You're not supposed to be able to hold these.
There's a gamble, he jumps on this, he's trying to bring down the Immortals, he gets one, he's going to take down the other one, but he takes a lot of damage in that return. There's another Immortal coming to help defend this, but is that enough? He's lost a lot of those Stalkers, he's not going to break through this.
So many of the Stalkers were weakened from the previous fight. They didn't have any hit points.
He's going to jump back on these again. Surely, where are the Phoenix is going to come back and help defend? He's going to blink on forward that Immortal.
Parting's confident enough to leave them across the map and thinks he's going to do. He even has like he sees exactly how many Stalkers he's up against, which is starting to be a little bit scary in terms of numbers here. He needs a second Immortal, but he doesn't want to let Rain get up the ramp.
There we go. Here's a blink forward from Rain. He's going to try and bring down that Immortal. He gets it after the 3rd wave of shots from these Stalkers. Another Immortal comes into play, and that is it. GG. Parting 3-0.
absolutely fantastic on your part. Congratulations on moving on to the round of 4. That 3-0, did you expect that you'd be advancing so easily? 3대 0으로 진짜 좀 압도적인 3대 0으로 이제 4강 진출했는데 이렇게 3대 0으로 진출할 줄 예상하셨나요, 이렇게?
of course. 솔직히 3대 0 자신감은 솔직히 그렇게 없었어요. 왜냐하면 윤종이 형이 저를 잘 알고 저도 윤종이 형을 잘 알고 있고, 그리고 제가 좀 이번 대회에서 제일 피하고 싶었던 선수가 레인 윤종이 형이었는데 이렇게 딱 만나서 여기가 사실상 결승이다. 여기만 이기면은 이 경기만 이기면은 우승할 수 있다라고 생각했는데 이렇게 3대 0으로 압도적으로 이겨서 기세를 탔기 때문에 다음 상대도 디스트로이드 하고 우승할 것 같습니다.
So Parting first started off by saying, of course, and then he elaborated. He said, well, to be honest, I wasn't that confident. I didn't think it'd be a 3-0, and that's because Rain knows my style very well. I know Rain's style very well, and at this tournament, in this top 8, he was the player that I actually wanted to avoid the most. So I went into this match thinking this is pretty much like the finals for me, and I thought if I can just get past this obstacle, then I'll have a really easy road to the finals. And now that I have beat Rain 3-0, I'll make sure to destroy my next opponent. He made sure to use the word destroy. And I'll make sure to keep riding this momentum. Parting. Before you can even get to the finals, though, we do need to think about your next match. It'll be the winner of either Hyun or Harstam. So you just said that after beating Rain, you think it'll be an easy road to the finals. Are you saying that both of these guys are easy peasy?
Hastom very good talent player, but I'm better than him. And but Hyun too good talent player, but better than him. So I think, and my fans think easy peasy.
My last question for you, Parting. Recently, you've been part of many different tournaments, but unfortunately, you didn't make it to the top 8. SSL Kespa Cup, you always dropped out. Here, you are now in the round of 4. The last time that you won a foreign tournament was actually a year ago at the Red Bull Battlegrounds. It's been a long time since then. What can you tell the fans? How confident are you that this DreamHack will be yours?
일단 그 우승한 지 진짜 오래됐는데 일단 이 팬들이 엄청 많이 와 있잖아요. 그래서 우승할 자신감이나 그런 거에 대해서 그 팬들한테 좀 얘기해 주세요.
일단 이번 대회 우승 아니면은 소용 없다는 생각으로 왔고, 만약에 우승 못하면은 파팅은 그냥 럭키 플레이어라고 생각하고, 근데 이제 진짜 이거 지금 여기서 우승 못하면은 럭키 플레이어고, 팬들도 알 것 같아요. 제가 우승할 거라는 걸. 그래서 증명 보여드리도록 하겠습니다. 우승할 수 있는 걸.
So Parting says, first of all, I came into this tournament thinking if I don't actually win the whole thing, it's pretty meaningless. And I'm sure you guys will agree with me. And I actually think for myself, if I don't win this tournament, then you guys feel free. Call me a lucky player, because I'll agree with you. If I don't win from here on out, now that I beat Rain, I will call myself a lucky player. But fans, I know that you know that I will win this tournament, so please believe in me. All right, well, thank you very much, Parting. Best of luck in your round of 4 match. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, but when we come back, it'll be the match between a previous DreamHack Open champion versus the only foreigner left in this tournament. It'll be Hyun versus Harstam after this.